So Rayner is no longer Deputy Prime Minister for Labour. What an utter farce. Like I said, I think a lot of us thought they were all going to rush round her and hush everything up and carry on as normal, but seemingly not. And there's so many things that are going around my brain. Like, one, it's interesting, isn't it? This has all suddenly happened just so quickly after a few weeks of lots of whispers about Angela maybe making play for leader. Is this something that Keir, what's the word? Can't say planned, but anyway, is he happy that this has happened? Does this benefit him? But at the end of the day, whether it benefits Starmer or not, it just highlights ever more just the absolute farce this country's in. Like, we've known from the get-go that this is the worst government Britain has ever had to endure, like in every measurement. Every single cabinet member is failing on an appalling scale. And I just heard that there's going to be a cabinet shuffle. Like, I wish they would all shuffle out of the cabinet altogether, because they are destroying this country on a scale I have never ever witnessed, I think, of any government in any country. And the person on the radio said the only person that was likely to keep their role was Rachel Reeves. You know, if that isn't an example of how dire the situation we are in is, I don't know what. The idea Rachel Reeves is the one that is the most upstanding of all these people, like, good God. So yeah, whether we are going to see Angela just sneak off into the shadows and recuperate to emerge like a butterfly from her chrysalis to challenge Keir Starmer later down the line, or to go with the likes of Corbyn again, good Lord, can you imagine? But the whole thing to me stinks, and like I said, it's us that is paying the price for this utterly inept, incompetent, ignorant, ideologically driven, student-like, pathetic, malfeasant, really, government you could ever imagine. Like, Reform talk about potential elections in 2027. I do not know how we could possibly survive that long. These people need to go like yesterday. It's appalling. And if you saw Rachel Reeves talking on the news yesterday, these people representing Britain on the world stage is the most depressing thing I've ever seen in my life. Is it too much to ask for a country like Great Britain that was the leader of freedom and democracy and law and education and everything else, the birthplace of all these such things? Is it too much to have just a competent government that are patriotic and want the best for this country and have experience? Again, I love a lot of what I see in Reform, with Restore Britain, with Rupert Lowe, Ben Habib. We really need all the help we can get, and I do feel like we're in some kind of war. People like to say spiritual, sorry for the wind, but we are in some kind of war where we are trying to save the very essence of this country and the ability of this country to carry on. And in such times we do need really strong leaders, and I've talked a lot about how I thought Sir David Frost was excellent, but we need that kind of character, or Nigel or Rupert or Ben, all these people to get together to properly steer this country away from the huge iceberg that's up ahead, because these idiots that are currently in power are just aiming right for it.